Hello, teacher. Today I would like to tell you some talks. The first talk. The man said to the student, "First, when you got the test, please write the name at the top in capital letter before doing anything else. Next, be sure to read the lesson carefully before answering the question, and make sure you mark the answer on the answer sheet. And finally, if they didn't have a pencil, let him know. When they were finished, turn in their test, and then they might go home." The second conversation. The woman welcomed everyone to their hall, and first they were pleased to present Mrs. Shuki playing violin concerto. The concert that evening will be preceded by a pre-talk by Professor Robert Simon on the history of violin. Mr. Simon had a lecture on violin all around the world. Then the next, they would all go to the lobby to enjoy refreshment, and finally, there were their director, who would introduce Mr. Simon. Third conversation. The man talked to the visitor. First, when entering the building, please sign in at the desk and got a visitor pass, and didn't lose the pass because they would need to wear it on time when they were in the building. And the next, when waiting for an escort to accompany them to their destination, they must be also escorted back to the reception desk. And finally, didn't forget to slide down and return their pass when leaving. Thanks their cooperation. Fourth conversation. The woman announced to customer, first, the store would close in 15 minutes, and took on their purchase to the cashier ran. Next, if they were buying 5 or fewer items, were paying with cash, they could use express checkout lane, and please have their receipts ready to show the guard when leaving the store. And finally, checked to make sure all the items were right size and color before they paid, as they didn't accept returned. The man said to the viewer, "Coming back to the news, first, it's good that we can weather report. Next, the reporter Tom would interview Susan about their new book, How to Get Rich, about stock market. Miss Susan was renowned expert on investing in finances and wrote the weekly newspaper column, You and Your Money. And finally, that should be an informative show. And then there was Peter Cook with the news.